everybody. Woo! Welcome to the fabulous brand new Wolf Run Park. I'm Linda Broadfoot. I'm your director of Indy Parks. What do you think? It's got some of my favorite playground equipment. Everybody knows I'm obsessed with the red spinny thing, which I'll be demonstrating later. From the playground to the basketball courts to the walking trail, Wolf Run is a beautiful addition to our 210 parks. So last August, on an equally hot day, we came out here to celebrate the park's groundbreaking. Back then, we could only imagine what Wolf Run could be. We talked about the benefits of having a place for children to play, for neighbors to walk, and for people to just enjoy spending time in this great space. And I remember us applauding the efforts of our partners and supporters for their vision and commitment. Today, Wolf Run Park has exceeded our expectations. This is a vibrant and active place, as you can hear behind us, for children, adults, visitors, and of course the wildlife that now call Wolf Run Park home. As we officially welcome Wolf Run Park to the Indy Parks family, we know this park has a bright future filled with a lot of playtime for families and their friends. We also know that we have a lot to be thankful for. I extend my appreciation to Mayor Joe Hogsett for his leadership and for making parks a priority. I thank Councilor Brian Mowry, who you'll hear from in a second, and Kathy Burton and Senator Aaron Freeman, and the residents of Franklin Township for joining us today and for their ongoing contributions to this space. Thank you, as always, to the Department of Public Works, to the Indianapolis Parks Foundation, and to our Indy Parks team, including Chris Martini, who serves as manager of this park, and its neighbor, Southeast Way Park. And our Parks Planning team. As always, they deserve a high five for their vision. Thank you to Andre Denman, Ben Jackson, Danny Teachout, and Don Colvin for creating one of the most beautiful parks in the city. Indy Parks is proud to serve Franklin Township, and we know that Wolf Run Park is a welcomed addition to this community. To talk more about that, we welcome Councilor Brian Mowry. Sir, thank you.
I'd like to start off by saying thank you for having me today. I think it speaks volumes as to how well this park has been, how great of a turnout we've had at this park with how many people we have here today. I know this has been a great addition for our community here to make a safe, fun environment for kids to stay active and go out and play. You see all too often with the issues of childhood obesity facing us today, you see programs like the NFL creating Get Out and Play. This is another place for our kids of our community to get out and play. Provides the entertainment for children of all walks, disabilities and on. Everyone has a safe place to come play. I think one of the important things about the parks here is the development it helps in our children as far as independence, social networking, problem-solving skills, and learning the importance of sharing and also building friendships that will last lifetimes for them. I still remember myself being smaller. When was that? At one point. And going out to the parks just like this to enjoy my afternoon with my parents and my grandparents. I think we can all recall times from our childhoods where we went out to parks just like this to enjoy a nice day such as this and just get out of the house for a little bit. Today we have all too often too much technology and it keeps kids inside. This gives the kids something to be excited to go out and have fun at. I'd like to thank the Indy Parks and everyone that helped out contributing to this, Mayor Joe Hogsett, Senator Freeman, Mrs. Kathy Burton. At this time I will pass off to Senator Freeman.
I think it's Kathy, right?
Or, I'm sorry.
Yes, up next we have Kathy Burton, the president of the Marion County Alliance of Neighborhood Associations. Welcome, Kathy.
Hi. I'm not as tall as Councilor Mowry, so I'm going to move this a little bit. I'm very excited to be here today. I'm asked to speak as the president of the Marion County Alliance of Neighborhood Associations, and we all know how important parks are to neighborhoods to give a sense of community, a sense of place, somewhere where people can gather and chat with their neighbors, get a little exercise in, bring their kids in to play for positive experiences. But I also have to say that I am a resident of Franklin Township and had the opportunity to be in on the negotiations for this park ground during the rezoning of Wolf Run. I would like to thank Mike Hockett and Ryland Holmes for partnering with the community and donating the ground that Wolf Run Park currently sits on. It is a wonderful example of how a collaboration between a community and the new developers that are coming in can work in order to make sure that the quality of life remains good in the township, even as we see changes in our dynamics. This is a very exciting park for us. It is a very innovative playground layout. It has an opportunity to accommodate a host of children. There's a walking path for adults and moms to come. It is just down the street from one of our fire stations. So everybody's good and safe, but as I said, this is just a wonderful park. The design of it has been rather astounding. Already we have unfortunately had to deal with problems with the lack of parking because the playground can handle a lot more children than we have places to park. Running out of room is a good thing for parks as long as we continue to remember to build those collaborations and partnerships and continue to work to get resources for Indy Parks as Indianapolis moves forward so that we can remain the great town that we are now.
Thank you, Kathy. So Wolf Run Park was just a twinkle in a counselor's eye many moons ago, and now he serves us as a state senator. I'd like to welcome Aaron Freeman.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So this is what happens when you go last. Everybody hits the points that are good, but I can't overstate the importance of Linda Broadfoot and her team and how great they were to work with. My bride, who is here, so Heather and I built a house in this neighborhood when we were the fourth or fifth house in this entire place. And this park was sold as a, hey, there's a park coming and you all are going to love it. There's a pool coming and you all are going to love it. The pool got done a lot quicker than the park did, and it took a lot of effort. I appreciated Kathy bringing up Ryland Homes. It did. Ryland, we thank them, and we thank Mike Hockett for the collaboration they had to really think of a visionary way of making a community and a township more attractive, and one of them is through parks. Parks are very important. Gives us a great way to let kids, Councilor Mallory cited, let kids have an opportunity to get out and play, get them outdoors, get them away from a video game, and let them play with one another and again, do some problem solving and just have fun. There's a lot of things for adults to do out here too. I want to point out one that goes unnoticed and should not. Don Colvin is a fantastic guy. Don, take a wave. And would you all give Don an applause? Because I think he was going to do one of two things. He was either going to hug me when this project was over or get a protective order against me to keep me away from him until this park got done, because I was constantly emailing him, constantly calling him. Where are we at with the park? Those questions, by the way, haven't gone away because now, as Kathy said, now we have another problem. This park is so popular, it's bursting at the seams. You've got so many kids here on a Friday and Saturday that now we got a parking problem. And as Kathy said, I can't say it better. That's a great problem to have. Now, our HOA president, Mr. Phippen, is right here. And now, as a God-fearing, good guy, law enforcement guy, and as the HOA president, he's going, Freeman, we have a problem. And I'm going, I get it. But it's great, right? We'll figure it out. So Don's now feeling in my calls about, well, how do we expand? How much do you need, Don? Just give me a number. We got to go find you some money to expand the parking lot, right? And then I'm on him. I don't know if all of you know, but I want to point out to you that this was the forward thinking of Don Colvin and his team. This is roughed in to be a splash pad. And I'm telling you, if we can do that, get that done, this is going to be another addition to this township and this area that is just going to be phenomenal. And on an 86-degree day, who can disagree with that, right? I mean, you need sunscreen. You just bring out your bathing suit, and we'll go to the splash pad. We'll have a good time. So it's a great addition. I can't thank Linda and Indy Parks enough. DPW, everything you all do is great. It's a fantastic addition to our township. I appreciate you all coming. We'll get through the struggles of the good problem to have with parking. We'll add a splash pad down the road, and then we'll keep working on parks. Parks are vital to what we're doing. Gives our kids a good, safe place to go. My bride took a run this morning. It's a safe place for adults, kids, everything to do. for them to have time, out of the house. So again, thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate everything you've done this far. And Don, I'll let you go for about a week, and I'll hit you back up next week. We'll start working on the rest of it. All right? Don, thank you. Linda, thank you for having me very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
That concludes our remarks, and now we'll officially open. I think the park is already open for business, but we will officially symbolically open it up. So I'd like to call Dawn and Chris and anyone else who's worked on this project to join us for the ribbon cutting as well, please. Smile with the scissors. And now 1, 2, 3, cut. Woo!
All right. Very good.
I need to